working? Hello. It's very ominous music, but I'm guessing you all get the point of what this stream is supposed to be. No worry, all this is copyright free. I think. I'm supposed to be, at least. But yeah. Hello everybody. It's been so long. It's been a while. I have not done a stream in a really long time. And I guess the sentiment goes more to not being able to draw in a while as well. Since English. Anyway, just to say, it's about 3:20 a.m. right now where I am, and lots of noise going around. I already apologize if there is some noise that you'll be hearing. Very unfortunate setup. Yeah, got going on, but it's the best I could do. God, I wish I had an actual PC. Testing. Am I even audible? I don't know. Yeah, hold on. Pretty sure I am. Boom. Hello? Alright. Don't worry, this whole shtick won't be for long. It'll be more like this because right now I am in this really good mood, really inspired mood. Today is, as most of you already know, it's October. It's October. It's October now, and understatement of the year. I think people have been waiting for this October specifically to get their minds off the whole pandemic. Maybe. I don't know. Also, OBS just updated, so I'm not sure why there's a lot of things going on. Yeah, a lot of sick dogs in the neighborhood. That too. I'm sorry if you can hear that. Why isn't the camera working? There we go. Yeah, there's a lot of sick dogs in the neighborhood. Also, window cam because just in case you might see something scary. I don't know. 3:24 a.m. Who the heck knows what will happen? Right now, the current plan is to just draw some scary stuff because that's what I've mentioned I'll be doing on Patreon, or what I wanted to do at least. Oof. I probably won't even be speaking that much, but who am I to look a gift horse in the mouth? Sorry. Anyway, what my plan is to basically do what I do when I have a good idea, when I'm in the mood, as presented. If you follow me on Twitter, you might have seen that post, that Whalen Park post I made the other day. What it's called. And I hope we can just say, is chat working? I'm not sure if chat's working. Are you working, chat? Testing. I'm just really sad for the dogs. Okay, chat's working. Chat's working fairly well. Also, lots of Lots of early tricycle drivers. 19, no, 1080, 19. It's supposed to be, yeah. Oh. Damn it. I wanted to do this sketch thing in 720p, if that makes sense. 1920, 1080p. Okay. This is I'm drawing on side, if anyone's going to wonder. Let's put that there. Yeah. 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 New canvas, baby. It's showing. I like to have another window open by using the new canvas. It's basically just another window for not new canvas. It's basically just another. You go to view and to new, and you should be able to get a different point of view for your art, I guess. Alright. Okay. Goes on the agenda because I cannot get it out of my head. Also, I can't hear the music. I'm not listening to the music, if anyone's wondering. Although I really do want to. The music is bopping. Oh, the music is gone. Of course. Damn it. Music, where'd you go? Are you still talking? What the hell? No, music. What happened? So it was so low you could hardly hear it. What happened? Okay. Sorry, headphone users. There we go. I think. Is that it? I don't know if it's good enough. Is there anything showing in my window yet? Let's see. The fuck have I been doing? I can hardly hear myself too. There we are. Okay, things I want to do for October. Even though we don't even celebrate Halloween here. But that doesn't give me actual reason to not do horror stuff. Okay. Manananggal. I don't know why. I'm not specific. I'm not really that. What's the right word for it? I'm not even really that patriotic, but Filipino mythology has always been fascinating to me ever since I was a child. And one of the most memorable monsters, I don't even want to call it a monster, Mana, but it's pretty much a given when you're a kid that grows up in the Philippines. You will know what this is. Manananggal. Okay. Didn't mention this in Patreon just yet, but one of the I've had this idea. Uh, it was partly inspired by an artist on Twitter, which I've forgotten the name of. Actually, several artists who've done a great job in bringing to light the myth of the Manananggal, which is awesome. And then I guess I kind of want to dip my toes in it too. But I guess focusing more on the creepy side of it, because the stories, or not the story, but the folklore of the Manananggal is pretty fascinating. Plus all of the other Filipino folklore. I'm not sure if anybody's really interested in it, but Twitter seems to agree, at least. Then the other plans I had for Patreon was Outlast Live. Because, come on, it's Halloween. I have the perfect taste. Okay, now, I've never really played the games myself, but I've watched a lot of gameplays a few years ago, and it's, I guess, enough to have gotten my love and support, I guess. I don't know. But story is fascinating, characters are fascinating, character designs are fascinating, and I really would like to do a lot more of these, especially if they're more graphic. No, not graphic, but things you'd find in a shirt or maybe a sticker, I don't know. And then possibly more Hannibal art, I guess, because naturally, Hannibal is just horror galore. If you, it's just beautiful horror, and I mean, no, I don't know if it's a spoiler, but a lot of the murder tabloids, the murder scenes are extremely beautiful, and I have wanted to try to draw it in a way that is also, fit for a shirt and fit for. I don't know. I'm really trying to explain what I want to do, but my words won't work. Something that I have a vision of it, mostly black and white actually, but it's been a while since I've done anything or specifically anything for merchandise, and not just drawing willy-nilly. But that's pretty much my point. I want to do stuff that I could wear. Anyway, if it's not for, I also want it to be double purpose. If it can be put on a shirt, I also want it to be put on a sticker. That makes sense. Maybe it could also work as an illustration too. I would like that. And of course, again, if anybody has commissions to do for Patreon, I would of course prioritize that. What else should I be doing? Of course, heads and tails, if anybody knows what that is. But that's pretty much my plan, or what I want to achieve this October. Right now, I guess all of this is just going to be a quick dump of things that I want to do. So I might just go ahead and get rid of the map to it. I don't even know if my thought process would matter at this point. This is okay. First off, how is everybody doing? September has been lost to me for some reason. Lost to me meaning I may have forgotten most of September already. Actually, no one's fault, it's just mine. But okay. Sketchdump comments. Manananggal. You know what? While I'm here, I might as well just talk about what I know of Filipino culture, of Filipino folklore. Right now, I'm just letting myself draw without thinking too much. I don't even know if anybody would care about this, but it does bring a lot of childhood memories back. So, in Filipino mythology, if that's what people call it, I guess, folklore. Can you believe I should start in the beginning? In the beginning, before all the colonies, American history, but I guess it's a bad comparison. But before the colonization, before Spain, America, Japan came, there were Filipinos were mostly a tribal race. If that makes sense. No, it does. Of course it makes sense. And one thing that I really, really love is that even 1,000 years later, 1,000 generations later, one of the things that survived Catholicism, the Islam, and all other religions that's been it's been spread around over the years is that these traditional Filipino customs that would probably make no sense whatsoever anywhere else in the world have stayed within our lives. And one of those customs is the respect towards Filipino folklore, Filipino folklore creatures. Like, no matter where you go, if you know anyone who's Filipino, at least not just American Filipino, but if you've heard the saying "tabi-tabi po," that's one really important part of Filipino culture as well. Tabi, tabi, tabi po. That literally means, this is the literal translation is please move aside. Yeah, please move aside. But in um, in Filipino tradition, we say that when we want to, when we're walking anywhere that's overtook by nature or mostly comprised of nature, no matter where you are, even if it's in the city, even if whether it's in a forest or something as mundane as a city park, it's still customary to say tabi-tabi po. Customary, no. It's more of a respect issue, because what that saying does is it tells the creatures living amongst the nature, not just not I'm not talking about animals, the otherworldly creatures living in those places, those make nature their homes. I'm starting to get a vision of what I want, but I'm not sure. The main denominator for most Filipino folklore is the respect that you're supposed to show. I guess I want to say that it's maybe there's some Japanese influence with that. The the influence, showing respect, even if it's towards things that you don't see. But it's fascinating because ever since I was a child, I I've been saying tabi-tabi po for as long as I can remember, without actually knowing what it does. They, my parents, my grandparents, all of my entire family has ingrained the tradition to just say tabi-tabi po wherever you are, wherever you go, especially if it's in the woods or anywhere near nature, because you don't want to disturb whoever lives in the woods. Sounds silly, I know, but it's only respectful, because if you don't respect their turf, they're gonna get you. And when I mean they, I mean the creatures. Yeah. Oh, that's not what I want. Right. The Manananggal is not one of those creatures I respect, so I'm really sorry that this story isn't actually going to help. But it will if you're, I don't know, if you ever travel to the Philippines in one day. It's good to always, always, always remember the tabi tabi boat line for your own safety. But with the Manananggal, that's a whole other issue. So, people have. I'll probably get to why I really want to draw more. I draw it later. But reason why it's reason what the Manananggal is according to what the internet says, it's a lot like a vampire, and I can confidently say that is only like 10% of it. The blood sucking part is only like 10% of it, because what's special about them is they can sever their torso from their lower body, and yeah, that's what makes them special, I guess. I don't know. I've never really known why that is. Why they have to sever their torso from their lower body, but that's how it works. Oh, and they also don't come. They're not exclusive, at least to women. At least I think they're not. I'm pretty sure there are male Manananggal as well. At least I think so. Anyway, what the Manananggal feast on is okay. So another similarity with vampires is that they do feed on blood, but another more specific one is, well, again, this is all different variations of Filipino myth. They feed on the fetuses of pregnant women. There you go. And they usually travel by night. They travel by night. And they look completely different from their normal selves, their human selves, during the night. So, and then what else? Oh, and I forgot. They have extremely long tongues that they use to computer. Please don't lag. Jesus Christ, no, don't lag. Come on, please. Okay. They have long tongues that they use to suck out to pierce through a woman's pregnant belly. Computer. Okay. Pregnant belly. Where was I? And eat their fetus. Okay. And the thing is, one fascinating thing about them is I never actually heard of any violence associated with them. They're always depicted to be scary, horrifying, yeah. But I've never seen them be portrayed violently. They always have that really, really terrifying look. This is the way I'm drawing it is completely understating it. I'm pretty sure I can come up with something much, much more authentic than this. I'm pretty sure I can, yeah. But it's always one thing I've always wondered about, because they're always being portrayed as their main trait is that they need to feed during the night. They have to sever their torsos. Sick dogs outside. They have to sever their torsos from their lower bodies, and if they don't come back to their lower body, they grow wings. They grow wings once they sever themselves, and they have the entire night to feed, unless they never will be able to connect themselves again to their lower half. if they miss, if the sun rises and they don't come back to their bodies connected, they will die. And the way this folklore is shaped, if you really look at it, it sounds more like a curse than an actual thing. I guess one thing that's influenced me in that in that logic is I saw this movie once called Ang Manananggal sa Unit 23B, and it actually it makes you sympathize with this with Manananggals. I've never said the word Manananggal this much. I don't know. It's really God, I'm not doing a good job. I don't know why, I just want to make them look sympathetic. But I guess we both know that that's not what drives horror. I'll probably make this much better later. Why can't I? Son of a bitch. There we go, finally. Oh yeah, and I guess the common portrayal in Filipino, and at least most art, is that they don't have those fangs, vampire fangs. They're blown out monsters. Let's see, other depictions I've seen have shown that they have really pointy nails. Again, a lot of artistic freedom in this. Sometimes I see people, drawing their innards, but then there's also the spine, which I guess makes sense. Yeah, that would make sense actually. If they dislodge their torsos from their lower half, that would make sense. Because it'll effectively make sure that their lower halves don't move at all. But in a lot of portrayals, there are some portrayals where they make the lower halves be movable. And one tip I remember, the tips I remember in battling the Manananggal is dogs. By the way, I'm not looking behind me. I'm not sure if there's anything creepy going on in my window. It's almost 4 a.m. What was I saying? Okay. The common ways I remember in dealing with the Manananggal is that one, they make this tick tick sound there, like that, I think. And the way you want to be able to protect yourself is that if if you hear that sound in the middle of the night while walking somewhere outside, make sure you make your way swiftly home. And if you hear that sound getting fainter and fainter, move your ass faster because that's just a sign that it's closer. So, yeah, do not relax when the sound faints until you get back home. And hands, what are hands? And this horror music is really nice. Okay, if you another way to permanently deal with Manananggal is to find the lower half of the body, pour either salt, ash, or garlic all over it, so it'll never be able to just doing. Hold on. I don't know why. It's been happening a lot lately. All the dogs in the neighborhood just getting sick. I'm not satisfied with the face. I'll tell you that. It's so ill. I'm just ill. It's not creepy enough. God, I'm really out of practice. This looks less menacing. Damn it. I'm trying to make it look menacing. Actually, no, I don't know what their eyes are supposed to look like. Because of that, I think I'll leave them blank. For now. For now. Let's see. It's already been an hour. Dang. Time flies past. Is my coffee gone cold? I don't know. Thankfully not. Oh, it looks so ill. But I guess as far as quick sketches goes, this isn't half bad, I think. Okay, so today is October 3. Tomorrow, October 4, our internet provider said that there won't be there'll be a temporary disconnection for the entire day. I forgot the reason why. But okay. Can you see my struggle? Man, I really gotta brush up on my anatomy. This looks like crap. No. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the Manananggal actually. Or what I remember, at least. Again, there's a lot of really, really good great artists, Filipino artists that have been drawing more of Filipino myths lately, and that's amazing. And I encourage you to try and find them if you can, and to search up on Filipino history, Filipino folklore, because it is pretty fascinating. It's fascinating how it's survived this long, mostly through word of mouth, because I'm pretty sure that, at least I don't remember there being texts or being taught in school to always say tabi-tabi po when you're passing through nature, or to what's the word for it? To know all of these creatures and what their customs and weaknesses are, stuff like that. And I don't know, it's really think it's fascinating, and I never give it enough attention like I did as a child, I guess. I can't draw nipples. Sorry. We got about 30 minutes, I think, before I have to record with my friend, my best friend, for our podcast. No, I know I'm literally just talking to nobody right now, but this is fun. This gets me really, really excited and inspired. And this hair is horrible. Oh my god. But it gets the point across. So that's what matters. I didn't want to make it look too old. Is there a way to make it look old without making it look... No, make... Is there a way to make it look menacing without making it look old? If that makes sense. Because most... Yeah, in Filipino culture, the Manananggals are depicted, if they're not depicted with that menacing, really monstrous look, they're depicted as old women, I think. Yeah. And the prospect of having a Manananggal be just a young woman is more fascinating to me. I'm going quiet now, dang it. Well, at least I know that's a sign where I'm actually really, really invested now. Also, practically speaking, they shouldn't be naked. Yeah, they shouldn't be naked. Let's put a shirt on there. Yeah, that is how they. You know what? For curiosity's sake, let's make you wear a crop top. Ew, no. Hmm. Also, another thing I've been seeing in some interpretations is you could see the rib cage, like the tail end of the rib cage. And I honestly don't know if that's. I mean, it's creepy. It adds to the creepiness factor of it. But that just feels really practical. Or maybe, I mean, not. If you were to logic it, having the skin from your torso just. It would make sense. It would make sense. Anyway, that's pathetic. Oh my god. That's really not how one should draw mouths. God. I'm trying to prevent myself from using the undo button too much. Anyway, I'll probably do another Sketchdump stream sooner or later. Probably more sooner than later. Because these streams really help with the inspiration. Or the concentration at least. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this isn't how mouths should work. I could have just drawn a vampire. I could have just drawn a vampire, but that won't be any fun. Ooh, Manananggal wearing lipstick. That would be kinda nice. It would be interesting. Yeah. Sorry. I feel so unsatisfied with this. I gotta practice my. Yeah. I just want to practice drawing mouths more. Like, I know this is how a mouth should look like. But how do I make it go like... How do I make it do the thing? Do the snarl. That's it. I'm trying to look for the words. Maybe I should just show a little more gum. Is that the technique? Am I hearing a baby? God. That's another Filipino folklore thing you don't want to be messing around with. There's folklore for everything. I'm just gonna save this because Manananggal. I have to keep saying it. Manananggal Sketchdump. Should I be drawing in black? I feel like I should be drawing in black. Ew. It's kind of weird. What does it look like? Like this. I don't know. I prefer drawing in red. I'm not sure why. I mean, sketching in red. Because that gives me some leeway to do stuff like this. Yeah, you know, I've never seen Manananggals portrayed with glowy eyes. Not that they have any reason to have glowy eyes. Why do I hear babies? It's in the music. Anyway. Yes, I'm using only one layer. It is just a Sketchdump. It'll be okay. Then there's, okay. Just so you have a clear idea of what I mean. So what most how most of the Manananggal depictions look like is, or at least the more modern ones, is the body, the upper half being Completely detached. From the lower half. I remember seeing mostly women Manananggas, especially if they were in Filipinos or Barot Saya, which is a Filipino traditional, um, what's it called? It's a traditional clothing. Yeah, in the traditional times, or even in traditional movies, they're often portrayed like this. The dogs. Just want to give them a hug, but I'm pretty sure everybody will tell me not to touch them at all. Do Mananangals get flowy hair? Magic flowy hair? I don't know, but I want them to. It would be so cool. I'm making this look way more innocent than it should be. But it's the principle of it. Some draw it it's innocent like this. Then there are also the really, really scary versions of it. My arm, what the hell? Like the oh yeah, I forgot the wings. What am I doing? Oh yeah, okay, now I understand why they're mostly depicted naked. Because of the wings. I'm so dumb. I guess it would make it easier. Unless you have specifically designed clothing that could make flying easier. Sprouting wings and such. That's fascinating. That's a fascinating concept to think about. There are a lot of depictions of the Manananggal growing wings like this, and regular bat wings, but there's also the depictions of having them connect to their arms. But this is the more common one, I think. I was wondering what I was missing. Innards, usually it could be either squeaky clean or it's just disgusting and dripping entrails. I don't know what the tick tick sound is, but that's what I remember. They would, according to most mythologies back then, because most Filipino homes didn't used to be just bahay kubos. They would plant themselves on your roof, because the roof is either made out of very thin metal or just normal wood. They would plant themselves there, find a hole, or make a hole that's directly above the pregnant woman's room. And when they're finally asleep, they will slowly reach down their tongues. What am I doing? Ew. It is kind of a little hard to imagine. Do they just go like a kneel towards? Yeah. It's so weird now that I'm thinking really hard about it. How the mechanics would work. Like, would they just watch for who knows how long? Make sure you're asleep. Would the skin be clean cut, or would there be shreds? By the way, I don't remember if I specifically said that I was going to be drawing or talking really gory. I'm so sorry. Then there, spine right here, somewhere there. Innards. And then there's a hole. Again, I can't imagine them being the angry type I see in most depictions. Just I don't know how I sound right now sympathizing with Manananggal, but another thing, I don't even know if they have pointy ears or normal ears. It's really all up to tradition, interpretation, I guess. I mean, okay, practically speaking, I would have If I were Manananggal, I would make sure nothing gets in the way, or I would leave no evidence behind. They're always depicted with really, really long hair. Let's make it a ponytail. Just waiting for the right moment to strike. I know that I said that um, if they don't get back to their torsos by the sunrise, they would most likely die. But I don't know what other methods other than the salt and garlic or ash in their lower halves would be. Should draw hair. Yeah, hairy wings. Yeah, it would make sense if they were kneeling like this to actually, because most of our roofs are the ones that go the metal, the really thin metals that go like that. Anyway, it's about 4:30 a.m. Almost 4:30. I have about 2 more minutes left. So this is honestly a lot more than I thought I'd be able to finish. Where's the other wing? I forgot the other wing. Damn it. There you go. Other wing. So 2 more minutes. There we go. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. But do know that this is what I imagine, at least, is how it's like. There's a lot of space. But I suppose for now, this is good enough. Alright. Thank you so much if you stuck along in this ride. I don't know if anybody's still here or if anyone will watch this in the future, but this has been fun. Thank you so much. I'll be posting this probably on Twitter and Patreon. But yeah, it feels really good to finally be able to dip my hands in more horror art. I still feel dissatisfied with how the expressions look like, really. But it's probably something I'll work on even more. So, thanks again. Have a safe October. Have a safe Halloween if you celebrate Halloween, because I don't. And take care of yourselves. Bye.